Hello guys. What's up? What's going on? So yeah, I'm here in a tower, carrying too much weight. I'll just take a quick peek outside, and then I will slowly, steady but surely go and crawl all the way back down. So I'm going to cut the video here until I get to, I don't know, a merchant or something where I can get rid of my stuff. Or maybe I'll craft something on the way. So I'll cut it here. Okay, so I brew some potions, and now I have even more weight than before. Alright, whatever. So yeah, I guess I'll have to find a smith or an anvil or something to like craft the armor stuff and the swords. I don't know. Uh, I'll take another look around. But while we're at it, I might as well take a look at the character. I think I leveled up and didn't even like properly distribute my points here, right? 5 talents. So yeah, pass locked, pass locked. So this is the only pass we have. Okay. 0 out of 2. 0, 0. Okay. So yeah. Well, that's a bit of a shame that we cannot um, take one of the other paths here. I would have loved to have some variety there. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. So regeneration while out of combat, nah, that's not really important. Throw dagger, yeah, that might be something. Vitality is always useful. So I'm kind of thinking I have that. So far, I'm trying to evade a lot, like dodge instead of parrying, because parrying apparently does like cost you a little bit of health, uh, and also you can only parry so many people before they catch you off guard. Like they come from behind and check your rear, and then parrying doesn't really work. So dodging is the better option in my opinion so far. So I want to support that a little. Or yeah, health is always nice, and damage and um, ranged combat is also a good thing. So we might want to look to improve the sigils, the signs during combat. That's a very good thing. So I'm going to. Oh right. Uh, well, so much for that. Hang on. Do I have to like make my way across a certain path before can get there? Oh come on, really? Well, that stinks. Okay, so it's one of those three. Um, yeah, I mean it kind of makes sense if you look at that web thingy here that's wobbling. So vitality is good. Out of combat is useless. I want to throw daggers. Yes, please. What does the next thing do? It gives a little more damage. Parry. From all directions. So yeah, we we kind of have to take it anyway, right? And I really want to have that. That's, I think, the most important thing for me, at least, in the combat I've experienced so far. There's still one left, and I can mutate it if I have, which I don't apparently. It says in the right corner down here. Or does it? No, no, nothing to mutate. No mutagen. 2 out of 2. And this, what does the next step do here? Damage reduction while pairing with full vigor. So this is a condition. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of conditions. I mean, it depends what exactly it says, but vigor 100%, that is like at the beginning of the fight you're good, and after that, when you really need it, you don't get anything out of it. So I will not take this yet. Maybe later. Can I like take any of the other paths now? Still not, huh? Okay. Redirect arrows, that might be handy later. I haven't had problems yet, so I won't take it yet. Yeah, let's do a little more damage with daggers. All right. So yeah, these are our stats. Everything fine. Sign damage +3, damage reduction, assassin. All right. I gotta admit, I'm still struggling a little bit with combat system. I mean, I said I thought the first part was horrendous. The fighting system, because mainly because it was more or less a quick time event, and not because this feels different. It's still a little difficult though. Or it's let's put it this way. Let's put it this way. It's I'm not really used to the system here. It's a bit yeah, I gotta get used to it. Oh, I just double clicked on the book and about dragons, and it seems it did something. I acquired some knowledge. That's what Garrel is all about, right? Hmm. Gaining intel about a certain monster species. So review your current knowledge level by accessing the attributes tab in the character development panel. Sure. Dragons were once commonplace. Their rule over the continent absolute. Dragon fire was the bane of cities, and dragon appetites were a constant threat to the first colonizers. Mages stood against these creatures. Witches were created to fight them. So I thought they didn't like fight dragons. Anyway, today dragons are nearly extinct, like always. There, I mean, imagine for a second a world where dragon were like the dragon population was like a human population. That would be no fun for the humans, right? There are occasional sightings of forktails and slithers, but these creatures are to dragons as stray cats are to tigers. Dragons were brought to the brink of extinction by professional hunters like the famed Crinfrit reavers. Alchemy ingredients from the dragon's body are among the most expensive and highly sought after by mages. Of course, makes sense. The beast's roasted tail is considered a true delicacy. And I bet it also is great. It makes you a great lover in bed, right? That's what rare creatures always do. Like very potent stuff, right? Gives you like a boost in your pants. So I always, I kind of think dragons, the myth. I mean, it's odd that so many countries have it as their like symbol in their flag or whatever. Many, I think Wales has it in its flag, national flag. Also, many cities and so on. So many have a mythical creature in their crest and in their flag. That's interesting, right? Dragons are kind of strange. It's kind of strange that they are so popular. So my theory is, or probably not mine, a lot of clever people have already said that probably, um, that if you look at dinosaur bones, like, and you live, like, let's say, some thousand years ago, of course you would think that they are dragons, right? You find one of those giant beasts, just the bones. How can you dispute that they are dragons if you are not like into evolution and all that stuff that Darwin brought into play like only some 200 years ago or something? And you see giant lizards, bones, uh, tall as a man. Of course they were dragons, and of course they are very rare and almost extinct. It might, it absolutely makes sense, right? If you think of it from that perspective. I mean, I'm kind of, I have a tendency to think that people weren't as dumb back then as we like to think today. It's just they didn't have all the knowledge that we have today. I think the level of intelligence is pretty much the same, if you ask me. They were not, they just weren't that educated. I mean, like I said, people didn't leave their village, or they didn't get to see much of the outer parts around them. Why should they leave their village? I mean, it was like 90+% farmers. Why should that would not make absolutely no sense for them to travel around. They had to tend to their fields and crops and whatnot. So yeah, and then you find that giant dinosaur bone. Of course there are dragons in the world. I would believe that too. Anyway, I changed some things. A little bit of armor, nothing important. I just went through some stuff, put in some traps and some bombs that I made. And yeah, and I will cut the video here again. So it desperately wanted me to go and check my character abilities here. Knowledge. So yeah, there you go. The legends are true. Dragons like to gather hordes and have a voracious appetite that they satiate by eating all living creatures with no exceptions. Ha, yummy. Like cats, they like to lounge in places of power. They nap there, drawing energy. Interesting. Cats do that as well. That most definitely will give us a hint to some place of power in the nearby future. Drawing energy, yet nobody knows what they use that energy for. There are 5 species of these great worms: white, black, red, green, and rock. Golden dragons, extremely intelligent, gifted with the ability to assume the shape of any creature, are of course a fairy tale for little children. Of course, all the other dragons are true, naturally, of course. But the golden one, come on, who are you trying to fool here? Of course they're just a legend. What are you thinking? How could anyone believe that the golden dragons are real? Anyway, dragons are smart indeed. Sorry, when they cannot speak, much less polymorph. So we will see a golden dragon that polymorphs into a human and speaks with us very soon. The best tactic when meeting a dragon is to pray to all the gods with no exceptions. Well, that doesn't sound very effective. Atheists Oh, they know atheists. That's interesting that they know the concept. They don't call them like heathen or something. This is well, that is quite tolerant. Um, Normally, uh, religion back in the old days wasn't that tolerant against atheists, if you ask me. Anyway, atheists should run. They can thus extend their lives for a few heartbeats. Oh, of course, you can always feel pity for those dumb heathen. It must be stressed that any of these choices would end in death when made by an amateur. One fighting a dragon should watch out for its fire above all else. The breath is lethal. I guess basically everything is lethal. The claws, the tail, uh, the mouse, anything he touches, momentarily ending the fight. The worms can also fly and are excellent at maneuvering, so they use the advantage of altitude in combat. A witcher should climb high buildings to surprise the reptile by flying by. Of course, jump on it. And to use walls as protection. The beast's jaws are even worse than its paws. They bring instant death. Like I said, everything brings in instant death. Dragons, like cats, like to toy with their prey. Oh, neat. So they hang on. So they sometimes lift it to the air and drop from height when they are bored. Alright. Dragons are immune to poisons, unworried by oils which increase bleeding, and unaffected by traps or bombs. One would be hard pressed to find a soul brave enough. So they're basically immune to everything. One would be hard pressed to find a soul brave enough to drop a dragon, unless it had been hacked to pieces with an axe first. And I wish such an outcome of the battle to all dragon slayers with all my heart. Ability level, I don't know what that means. So we have 5,200 and still a little to go. We'll see, we'll see. Anyway, get the video hier. Ja, ja, wunderbar, wieder da. Back again. I just saw that I can do something here. Well, that was something. Ooh. Ah. What? Yeah. Okay. This is not what I wanted. Alright, I'll reload it. Shit. Well, I gotta say, the game is being a little bit difficult. I found out what cheating is now. It's actually easy. It's just push one. Okay, so we have done this. Who's that guy? I know this face. Wanted dead or alive, the elf Jorvis. Exceptionally ruthless commander of a unit of squirrels. Alright. This looks nice. Music is back. Quest is here. No, I don't want a quest. I want to sell. Guys. Oh, there's an inn. A tavern. The usual one. They all have an inn, no matter how small they are.
Zoltan. Dandelion, my flora.
Just right.
What's the flower? We improvise. No killing.
Look at his fancy armor. His fancy new armor.
Geralt! Over here! Help!
Alright, Mr. V-neck. Next time you close your shirt. No wonder they want to hang you. Drawing that much attention to you. Little Casanova. Let me save before I go up there. Oh no, I'm carrying too much stuff. I will just drop something, fuck it. No, I hope maybe I can pick it up later. Let's drop some shit here. That's enough. Alright. And yeah, it's still there. It's not going to work.
Step back! One.
He immediately recognized. What's going on here?
What are they going to hang for? They don't look dangerous. The charge is collusion with the score itself.
Dandelion, elven spy.
The barge hanging for
So
debauchery.
witch hunt.
What?
Sorry, I had to go there.
Sentence was he's to hang for debauchery. And a sentence is nothing to scoff at!
Mob justice. People is... Oh. Are we trying to be reasonable with them? That's going to be useless. We'll try it anyway. People, is this justice as you see it?
Are you serious? Listen here, people. Is profligacy now a punishable offense in the free kingdom of Temeria? Or are we in Nilfgaard?
Piss off, freak! Or you'll let me deal with it.
Yeah.
Think of the common folk you're spoiling their fun.
Well, freaky maybe, but he speaks true. Debauchery is one of my favourite pastimes. I don't
Mine
want to
too.
lose
Mine as well.
my neck for pursuing it.
The soldier boys paid a visit or two, though we didn't have much fun.
Away with you, Margot! Go back to your brothel.
Time to go? Fine. But here it is, people. He sure likes to parade about, but his Willie would come to a take.
Stop the execution.
Shut your trap. The thing is the hanging
He's a bard.
This is a decent town. Whores and witches notwithstanding.
Watch your words, guardsman! I don't know witches, but Margot's a decent woman!
And a good customer.
Shut it, all of you! Or I'll not vouch for what I'll do.
Thinks he's tough, showing off his balls. Don't fret, people. I've seen a lot of them.
I'm warning you for the last time, Margot!
You wouldn't, lady.
Yeah, they're so frank. I love it. Good old times. Oh shit. Yeah. Quick time. I love it. I just do. Especially if I don't know if the mouse is fucking involved. Yeah, it's only WASD, it seems. Oh, elven woman is about to say goodbye to the world. Ouch. Look at his tiny horns on the shit mask. Trying to concentrate a little here. Punch. One more time. Did the woman die because I was too slow? Ah, damn it. Well, we punched our way through.
What the hell is going on here? I said, what the arse is going on?
Oh, look at the amulet.
I'd like to report. How did my sight over? A few
The tattoos.
can't even hang them. And you, stay calm. Hands off your sword.
This is not a normal guy.
Our scaffold embraces speeches and hangings. Which will it be?
Is this the... Oh. Who are you?
Are you in command?
Is this a dwarf from the first part?
Bernard Laredo, Commander of Fort Slaughter. Yes, I rule this world.
The law's on our side.
You have no right to hang them.
Interesting. Because I'm the Lord of Slaughter.
I take issue with that. Vernon Roach, officer of the king.
Well. Blue stripes. The non-human hunters.
Precisely. Anyone suspected of collaborating with the Squire falls under my jurisdiction.
And Dandelion? What's he accused of?
He burned down a watchtower. What's your jurisdiction say to that? I thought so.
Is that true?
It might look that way. But I swear it wasn't my fault.
Dandelion.
I'd rather give you a thief. I'm joking. I hate thieves. We can put on another show. Bloody and serious this time, mind you. Or you come to understand.
Well, he's pretty relaxed about it.
Listen here. You may have heard rumours of the tragic events that transpired during the siege of Lavalette Castle. Sadly, they are true. King Foltest is dead. It's likely that Scoia'tael had a hand in Ina's murder. So you see, none of you feel safe. That is why today, wagons with armaments will roll out into Flotsam streets. I hereby declare a state of emergency. Await orders. Prepare to fight. And ready yourselves to avenge your fallen king. Now disperse. Go to your homes.
I hope you don't echo, my friend. Or I will be pissed. Nice show.
Nice speech. You might as well have said outright that non-human soul test.
My subjects know exactly who the enemy is. Out in that forest, grow careless for a moment, and you're a dead man.
Whereas the non-humans here in town are all friendly.
Friendlier than the merciless bastards out there. We let the Scoia'tael inside, and they'll skin us alive, just before they slit our throats. Here, even the slightest sense of safety is an illusion. We'll not succumb to it for a moment.
What about them?
They'll not hang for now. Let's say I'm reconsidering their cases. The scaffold's no place for civil conversation. We'll talk at my home. Your friends are free for the time being. They're
Well,
not to leave
not to
town.
be
Come
considered.
after dusk.
What a gentleman.
I'll be busy until then. There's one more thing. Welcome to lots of Witcher.
Welcome. Well,
They were really going to hell. I don't know. I didn't mean to torch that watchtower.
Everything's all right, Dandelion. Let's get out of here.
Oh, we owe you, Geralt. Thank you. Save the tavern.
don't echo on me.
Dandelion, you need a stiff drink. And we'll add it to our unedified tale.
Dandelion? Who calls himself?
Nothing.
Zoltan, that's his name, of course. So let me pick up my shit again. And let me make a quick save, and now I have to check the video. And I hope the sound is just lovely and not echoing like we are in a dungeon or in a cave system. Alright, see you later, guys.